That's the original YMCA that burnt. And then they rebuilt.
Rebuilt it. I worked there as a kid too.
Did you?
Yeah. A short order cook. When the guys, the engineers used to come in there and get a lunch, or in the evening they'd come down the hill with the old pusher trains, pusher engines, and they'd stop in there and get a lunch. And see, that was the only place that had running water.
Yes, because there was a spring up
A
higher.
reservoir up on the Scottsburg Road.
Yes.
And for a quarter, you could rent a towel down there and go downstairs and take a shower.
Huh.
You know, and all us, pretty much everybody in Groveland used to go up there and take showers. You know.
Oh.
Because
Isn't
we
that
didn't
something?
have any.
Right. Didn't you were all on wells,
Yeah,
and lots
yeah.
of times the wells weren't performing.
It,
And
it cost a quarter to rent a towel and soap, and you went downstairs and took a shower.
now, did the railroad guys have to buy their own lunches and dinners, or did the
Yeah.
railroad provide it?
No, they bought their own.
Okay.
They bought their own, and they had the lodging upstairs.
Yep. Yeah, I actually went through there before they tore it down.
My dad was a hostler, they called him. He took care of the engines at nighttime when they weren't in use. He kept the fires going. And,
Wow, that's neat. Hang on.
Yeah,
A hustler, huh?
they called it a hustler, yeah. And he kept the engines going while the guys weren't on call.
Wow.
But when the call came down for an engine to push a freight train up the hill, he would take the engine over and fill it up full of cold and water, and get it ready for the crew to do that.
Wow, that's neat.
And he died in 1934. He's a young man. He had cancer, liver cancer.
Now this is one of the diesels later on. We're out here on the Scottsville Road, and this gives you an idea of. There's the old YMCA.
Oh, YMCA, yeah.
Here we're looking at the back of Richmond's. This is Ryder's store over here. Now I'm curious. The pushers, did they do just freight trains, or did they do passenger trains too, or was it almost all freight?
No. The only reason the pusher was when the trains got so big that they couldn't pull them up the hill, and they put sometimes one or two pushers on them. It all depends on the size of the train.
Oh, okay.
See, but I've seen two pushers on the trains going up the hill. This is this here was
Savino's?
no. Savino's was down in here somewhere.
Yeah. Savino's would have been over
Yeah,
here,
that
because there's the cinder path.
I would think of Pierce, but the guy that used to tend the gates used to live there. His name was Charlie Adamson. Charlie Adamson's father. I could hear
Was
him.
he the one that was on duty when the kids got killed?
He was on duty when the kids got killed.
Yeah, I've got his name someplace.
His name was Sam, I think. Not Sam. I used to be going to his house there with the kids all the time.
Wow.
I can't think of his name.
That's right.
But
It'll come
anyway,
back to you when you're not thinking of it.
I've with the kids, I've been up in the gates lots of times.
Were you?
Yeah. There used to be a fence along that Richmond's implement place down there.
Yes.
Before you went over the tracks. Yeah. We used to hang around down there. I sat on that fence. There was a whiteboard fence. I see cars coming down from Dansville area and run right down the tracks, and they couldn't get out of there, you know. And train would come, and
Wow.
Sam Adamson, I think it was. He'd get down off there and flag the train down. He'd run up the tracks and flag the train down because there was a car in the tracks, you know.
Wow.
And that happened several times.
Yeah.
People misjudged the turn there.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
But